Hi there, and welcome to Ian's Engage channel. I'm Ian. Here we are at the end of March, and it's time to talk new arrivals again. In a bit of a change from my usual monthly report, I'm splitting this month's into two parts, the first of which will deal with what I came home with after my visit to the London Festival of Railway Modelling a couple of weeks ago. So, let's get on with it. First up, we have a new loco, and it's a Graham Farish LMS IVAT 2MT, in BR lined black livery with a late crest. I nearly purchased this lovely little loco from Bachman's Collectors Club last year, in a non-standard BR lined maroon livery, but decided against it. Then, a couple of months ago, I saw it reduced on the TMC website, in BR black, but it went out of stock before I could snaffle one, and I forgot about it. My next encounter with the loco was when I watched Steve at Lyng and District Model Railway show one on his channel, and it piqued my interest again. Fate finally intervened at the London Festival of Railway Modelling, where a sound-fitted version was being sold with a massive discount on the TMC stand, and I simply couldn't resist the urge to get it. It's a beautiful little loco that has a bunch of separately fitted parts to complement the moulded detail. There's also an accessory pack allowing you to add more detail, including extra steps, cab doors, footplate supports, and an extension to the tender roof, although some of these are included for display purposes only. After closely inspecting the model, I can detect no visible glue marks or any paint overrun, which is something I've come to expect from Graham Farish models. Numbers, logos and lining are all crisp, straight and well applied. The only thing I have a slight gripe about is how the coal load looks in the tender. It's not a huge thing, but I just don't think it's of the same quality as the rest of the model. I'll be reviewing the loco after I've lived with it for a while and have a chance to see just how well it performs in the longer term, but as of now, I'm incredibly pleased with the latest addition to my loco fleet. Next up is a collection of Dapple Gresley LNER teaks. These are quite old models with tooling from around 2007, although I think Dapple reissued sets of them in 2022. I picked up 4 in total from different retailers, and all of them are pre-owned. This is the first class coach. Then there's a third class coach. Next is a buffet car. And finally there's a brake coach. I have to say that all of the coaches are very nicely detailed. They feature both moulded and separately fitted parts, and all but one of them came with an accessory pack containing 2 different sizes of Dapple's knuckle couplers. The teak effect is quite effective when seen from a distance, although it doesn't really hold up when viewed at close quarters, as you can see the individual elements of the pattern at play. That's not really a problem though, as you never view the coaches at this magnification level while operating them. What you can see when zoomed in though, is that the numbers and letters that form part of the livery are very nicely done, and I was amazed that I could read the smoking signs in the windows, as they're incredibly tiny. All of the coaches run freely on their metal wheels and have NEM coupling pockets, which I was quite surprised about considering how old the tooling is. With 4 coaches already, I plan to add 2 more to complete the rake. They'll then look right at home being hauled by my Dapple A4. Next, and there's probably no surprise here, I continued with my addiction to brake vans, and picked up a pre-owned Graham Farish 20-ton model in BR bauxite livery. The brake van has been weathered by TMC, although it's almost impossible to tell as the model is pretty dirty, being covered in all manner of dust, dirt and hair. As you can see, it's pretty grimy and needs a jolly good clean. Despite the muck, the brake van runs very well and will make a nice addition to my collection, once it's cleaned up of course. The final things I picked up at the show were a couple of little people from Buggleskelly Station. Here we have Laurel and Hardy, and they're absolutely tiny. However, as you can see, despite this, they're actually incredibly detailed. I'm going to really enjoy having them on the layout, although I'm really not looking forward to painting them. Here's a short running session showcasing what I purchased at the show. So that's about it for this update. My visit to the London Festival of Railway Modelling was a fruitful one. The 2MT was an absolute bargain. It looks fantastic and is turning out to be an excellent runner, and I'm so pleased that I found it. I've made a good start to my collection of Grizzly teaks, which are excellent models despite their older tooling. Brake vans are definitely an addiction of mine, so I couldn't resist adding another one to my growing collection, although my latest acquisition needs a very thorough clean before I'll be happy with it. The Laurel and Hardy figures are a bit of fun, but I suspect painting them won't be. I'll finish up by asking if you have any of the items I've shown in this video. If so, what have your experiences been with them? Good or bad, let me know. Alternatively, if you've got any hints, tips, useful tools or techniques to pass on to a fellow engaged modeller, or if you simply want to say hello, then please do so in the comments section. Anything and everything you've got to say will be greatly appreciated. In the meantime, thanks ever so much for watching. Hopefully you'll come back and see part 2 of this month's new arrivals, which should be out at the weekend, on Monday at the latest. Bye!